So we're starting to pin down now what sustainability might mean. We've heard about we've heard from Lloyd's TSB what makes a business sustainable, and how even one that's run very well on paper might not necessarily really be sustainable unless it has a long-term vision. But what we want to try and pin down now is in the nitty-gritty day-to-day aspects of arable farming, what's sustainable and what's not. We know we've come to rely very, very heavily on a finite resource in phosphate and oil-derived fertilisers in ammonium nitrate. We also rely on a fairly narrow band of established chemistry. So we're going to catch up now with Peter Allen from Natural England and Adam Henson here in the Cotswolds to find out what sustainability really means when you get out crop walking.
Delighted to be here, Adam, joining you talking about sustainable production in agriculture in the future. It's a debate we really do need to have.
Well, we've discovered really on this farm, particularly on the arable side of the business, we've got permanent arable cropping on a short-term rotation, and with the prices of commodities and other inputs going up and up, it really isn't sustainable. So we've got to change the way we work.
That's true, and we've got to go back to our resources, and the precious resource you have here and the rest of arable farming has, of course, is the soil, and we've neglected it and tended to replace its qualities by using pesticides, fertilisers, and ignoring the importance of a good organic soil in producing really good crops.
Well, we're a farm with an environmentally sensitive area scheme. We've got a lot of grassland on the farm, but that's permanent, and the arable's permanent. And I think what we have got to do is go back to that rotation and try and build fertility in the soil, use legumes and nitrogen-fixing plants to help us do that.
That is so true, because we ignore that at our peril. Those resources that we've been using over the recent 20 or 30 years of intensifying agriculture are starting to run out. So we have to do a little bit of looking at what our predecessors did and how did they manage.
You're absolutely right. And what we have on our side now is some great farming knowledge, but also some wonderful plant biologists. We've got some amazing scientists. The machinery technology is absolutely extraordinary. So precision farming is key to sustainable farming. But we're proper farmers. We've got brome and we've got blackgrass, and at the moment we rely wholly on pesticides to get rid of those. And I think a grassland arable rotation is the way forward.
I think we've got to get the balance right. In the past, we've tended to neglect some of what the soil can do for us. A good healthy soil with trace elements and minerals means a healthy plant. And a healthy plant will need less treatment through pesticides and everything else for it to survive and produce. So it's getting the balance right, as you say, between using modern technology, modern science, but also looking at some of the ways we can improve the quality of our resources. Because after all, if you look at fertiliser, you look at water, the effect of water in the last 2 or 3 weeks, those resources are harder to get and are going to be even harder to come by. So a balance of good common sense, good soil structures, and using modern technology, modern science. It's a total picture, not just one small little bit.
It's a little bit of a step away from where we've been, isn't it? I mean, we've all been driving for profit over the last 15, 20 years, and we really need to have a much stronger look at the future and change our mindset a bit.
I agree, and I don't think we need to apologise for where we've been in the past. That's been progression, it's been the way society chose to take us. But I think we also have to look at where we're going to be, as you said in your articles, for our children and our grandchildren. We have that responsibility of saying there is limited resource available to us. How do we best use it?
We've got some wonderful areas of conservation on the farm. I'd love to show you those.
Looking forward to it.